welcome to 108 Gate, where we are looking at the current energies of this reading whenever you're coming to this reading, and aiming to get some insight, empowerment of thought, in thought, of action, in action. So, breathe just flew out. This is called Cyclone Wire Twist, and it felt very appropriate for today's reading because of, when we're doing energy work, for those of you who are used to the process of doing energy work, there are different ways of working with modalities, with different energies, if it's emotional, if it's physical, different dimensions of the energies work in different ways, they function in different ways, they move in different ways. This particular energy, this particular reading feels like it's focused on acknowledging that yes, we can do energy clearing, but if you think about wire, when it's been twisted, it doesn't matter if it's even untwisted. It's one, it's going to take effort to untwist it. Two, when it is untwisted, it's still going to hold the shape of the twist until it's been knocked out, or it's been untwisted and the shape of the wire has gone back to normal. That would take a lot of effort. So this feels like it's representing the energy of when we've been conditioned, or we've been doing certain things for such a long time that it becomes habit, and that it's actually taken shape in us. We've actually taken the shape of that habit. We've taken the shape of doing something excuse me, in a particular way for so long that it's difficult to change some of these habits. It's difficult to change the shape which we've become. So there's going to be more conscious effort required. So it's fitting that you saw the cards just jump out there. So it's fitting that it's breathe, calm, rest, stop, and just be. Because the recalibration is going to require a certain concentration of energy, a certain concentration of time. So if you were to reforge or align this wire, it would need a lot of energy, a lot of application of force to actually have the wire straight again, for it to resume its past position, its past shape, its past straightness, its form before it was twisted. So that's going to take endurance. Hold on, you can do this. It's a matter of just keep going. Keep going. If you can feel and sense and you know you're heading in the correct direction, it's a matter of bringing that endurance forward and going steady, finding a place to do it in a calm way, in self, within self, so that you're not losing hope or losing strength along the way, but you're creating a pace, you're creating a commitment to correcting things, you're creating that commitment to realigning things. It's pretty succinct. Chariot, knowing which way to go. You know, when you know which way to go, it's about going in that direction and committing to going in the correct direction for you. There are going to be, as you're trying to change that, like it might bend out of shape a different way or bend out of shape this way. It may become thinner in some spaces than others as you're banging that wire. But it's a matter of, it is what it is for now. And to correct, get this untwisted, when we're twisted with something that's not, or entangled rather, with something that's not for our higher good, is entangled in a way that we're literally entangled in such a way that it's going to take a lot to untangle self and then also change our form after. It's going to take that persistence, it's going to take that endurance. So here is the Three of Wands. Becoming clear on where you're going, becoming clear on what you're doing and why you're doing it, or where you're wanting to go once you've disentangled, because then that's going to keep you focused on where you're heading as opposed to where you've just come from, where you're wanting to be, what you're wanting to do, Focus on that. Focus and bring that momentum in that direction. Bring the attention to that direction. King of Wands, therefore, better able to master the next steps, better able to master where you're going, better able to master this unfurling of entanglements that you don't need anymore. There may have been that if you think of it as a ladder, you had to get from here to here, so you had to entangle there. So it's like if someone's mountain climbing, they have to knock a pin into the mountain, and then that is solid to be able to hook onto it and then move up. But then that's the same kind of thing. So now you've got to disentangle so you can move up to the next thing, and then you may become entangled with other things. Doesn't mean you can't disentangle to proceed to the next space, to the next state. It's just the way it is. For it to be strong, it has to entangle like this. The fact that it's wire cyclone twist is the name of the picture. Ian Bent, the artist. Gotta keep going, gotta keep going. So just acknowledging that yes, it's entangled, doesn't mean it has to stay that way. It's not fused as fully part of it, but it is quite entangled, and respecting that fact that it is entangled in that way. So you've got King of Wands and Knight of Serpents. Going with a greater velocity, going with a greater commitment, going with a greater understanding of this, because then you know, how did you get so entangled in that? When you're disentangling it, that's going to give you more information, more direction, more understanding of what you needed to do and why you needed to do it at that time. There may have been a reason. It's not that it's wrong, it's that it is. Therefore, it is. Accept it. How do you disentangle? Now you need to, or you might need to. Enjoy that process as much as you can. King of Wands, taking the correct action, and then therefore proceeding forward with a different set of values. Proceeding forward with awareness of your value increasing, your worth increasing. And I don't mean just your self-worth, but from disentangling from things that are of less value, of less use to you, you actually in the actual sphere of the world, of the universe, of your existence, in collaboration with others, in relation to others, your actual value will increase. Your net worth, so to speak, will increase, can increase, if you do it correctly for yourself, with that tenacity of the King of Wands, with that dedication of the King of Wands, understanding your path and taking the necessary steps forward. Because the Three of Wands is indicating that there may be some confusion around this at this time. Not to get lost in that confusion, but to utilise that confusion to see them as options. Which options work for me? Which options should I be taking? Do I want to be taking? Do I need to be taking? Discern the difference. Great energy work, great reading there, great support planetary wise. Therefore, whenever you come to this reading, that energy will be in this reading. So for now, enjoy this ride. Peace and love.